We're now on our way to Francois, which is spelled like the French name Francois, but in Newfoundland they say Francois. Okay, so the sun is just coming up here. We have awesome winds. We're sailing with 6 knots. We have the Genoa out. Yeah, it's pretty cold, so we have a lot of clothes on. 3 pair of pants. I got 1, 2, 3 jackets on top of each other, so I'm not as big as I look. Very little town, maybe 100 inhabitants or so. Crazy. In the middle of the mountains, in the middle of nowhere basically. There's no road, there's only a ferry coming in, and it's so beautiful. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. The cutest dog of Francois. Sit. Sit. Oh.
We're getting pretty blasted. Winds are consistently 20, gusting to about 35. But it feels like we got 50 knots the other night. It's been a little scary at times. Water's coming over the dock. We're getting hit by these gusts. I don't know if you can see them in the video. I was just picking the water up, right? And it's coming right down that little gap right there. Hopefully we can get out of here tomorrow and these winds start dying down a little bit.
Another cold morning. We're leaving Francois this morning. It's not that early. It's only 5 o'clock. And we had a problem with the wood stove, so we were without heat all night. It was, I think, -4, and even the dogs were cold, so we have little sweaters on them. Elsie, come here. Are you embarrassed because you have that sweater on? Are you a little bit embarrassed? Elski? He is embarrassed.
Bye, Francois. Thanks for the windy stay.
Ooh, and it's still so windy, but so beautiful.
Get some Genoa out. Not sure what the wind is doing here all of a sudden. It might be the land effect, but now we're almost going straight into a headwind. So why don't we stop there for just a second and let the wind
Leave it?
Yeah, just leave it.
Arrived in Ramia last night and just had time to sleep and eat, walk the dogs, and now we're underway again. We have to reach Burgeo today because there's a gale warning starting this afternoon. The weather is not quite the best. It's snowing. Snowing visibility, really bad, high waves, bad winds, perfect sailing weather in Newfoundland.
Yeah, so we're a few miles out of Ramia and about 7 miles away from Burgeo. And we've had some days of less than ideal sailing conditions, even though Judith just told you this is sailing in Newfoundland, and that's true. Absolutely true. It's the seas that we're trying to get used to here. You know, it'll predict 1 to 2 meters, which ordinarily we can handle in a 6 to 7 second period, and not too bad. But these seas get to be 1 to 2 meters with like 1 second periods, and that makes it a little bit more challenging. But thankfully today is a short hop. It's about 12 miles in total, I think. Gotta say, it's a little too frightening at times here in some of the bigger waves to be up front by the mast to raise up the main. But our speed increased to 5.5 knots, sometimes 6, with about 100% Genoa. So we're good with that for now. That'll get us over there in pretty good speed. I mean, while I expected it to be pretty challenging. It's definitely a little bit not like what I expected in the challenge area. This is a pretty forbidding place in the winter. And with conditions like these, you just realize that everything you got is pretty fragile out here. And if it wasn't for the short hop, I'd probably not be as comfortable talking into the video right now. But yeah, that's no joke up here in the wintertime. And we haven't even encountered ice conditions yet. So that's probably coming here in a couple weeks. From Burgeo over to Port Basque, which would be our jumping off point, is about 80-ish nautical miles. So we still have quite a ways to go before we can jump over to Nova Scotia.
We are approaching Burgeo. It's the snow turned into rain. West is soaking wet. Do you want to see it? Ha! There.
It's wet and cold. How about that?
Come on, you real pirate.
But it's a wet wet. It's a cold wet.
We are in Burgeo and the sun is shining. Yay! We're just getting dressed and ready to go for a little walk, explore the area a little bit. It looks very beautiful, and yeah, we're excited, and I think somebody else is excited and already ready to go. What do you think, Elski, huh? We're here in the wharf of the Coast Guard. They offered us to stay here because it's much safer. Before we have been there at that fish plant, that old fish plant, and that was not really a safe place to be. And now we have that beautiful, beautiful floating dock all to ourselves. There she is. Found a nice little trail. Try to get up that hill here to have a better view of the town of Burgeo. And the blue sky is just so beautiful, especially after we had rain, like mostly rain. It seems like there is like 3 days of sunshine a month in Newfoundland. Ooh, this is cool here.
So we have a very good friend coming to visit us tomorrow, I believe, Bob Flynn.
Because it's a little bit of a long drive to Louisport where we goes after he visited us. We offered to stay here with us in the boat, but there's one problem. The boys took the guest berth, and I'm sure you don't want to give it up. It's so cozy. Hmm? What about we change the settee in a way so somebody can sleep here? Bob is really long, so he wouldn't fit on the bench here, but the table is not set up for making a bed. But this is usually how you do it on all campers, so I think this is something that we can maybe change. There is a home hardware, not home hardware, but it kind of like a building supply in town.
Timber Mart.
Timber Mart. Okay, so I think it's not too far. We can walk there and then just pick up what we need and then do it. Awesome.
So we're walking up to the Burgeo Timber Mart, which also happens to be a liquor store. Now that's my kind of store. Get your liquor and your timber. That's what I'm talking about.
Biodegradable and on sale and not packed in plastic. Oh shit!
Pretty small town, and everybody here knows everybody. So when you get two people walking along the street, one carrying a piece of lumber over his shoulder and the other one carrying a big box, just randomly walking down the street, you get some kind of funny looks from the drivers.
Which looks like I've got kind of wine or some kind of liquor in the box, but it's just toilet paper.
Yeah, we're definitely the odd people in town. Pretty much every town we've gone to here, we're instantly recognized as being from not here. And then small communities like this, word gets out that there's a sailboat in the harbor, because there's no other sailboats, or other boats for that matter, in the water here except for the Coast Guard boat. And they kind of draw that quick deduction that, oh, those are the people from the sailboat. It's pretty funny. It's actually kind of interesting. But that's what you got to do.
We actually came 2 times and took a little video, and we were on TV in St. John's, and we will be on TV tomorrow in Burgeo. Hey, we're famous.
Good to see you. Oh, thank you.
Them? You get cold feet.
No, I don't get cold feet.
Okay,
No,
whatever you like, but
my feet are
they're
good.
here if you want.
Okay.
You can stick them here.
I'll put them right there.
Yeah, water
No.
from.
Yeah.
It's an abandoned town where we want to go.
Okay.
And there I want to try to get some cold dips again. Because
Is that
at
along
home-
the coast here somewhere?
Yeah, Grand
Yeah,
Brit.
it's
Grand
just
Brit,
the
okay.
next one, yeah.
Just next
There's
one,
no
okay.
roads there. It's nobody's
okay.
there. It's abandoned. So
Wow.
this is where we want
There's
to
a dock or an anchorage or
Yeah, dogs. Yeah, yeah.
2 docks actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2 docks to choose from.
So you're gonna move over there eventually.
That's what
So-
we're
Yeah,
hoping. Yeah, it's
we
been-
have to because we can't cross over, right? It's too cold.
Yeah.
So and we decided to just winter over in an abandoned town.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna stay here for the winter then, and
Yeah.
go
Well-
north in the spring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in March,
we'll
as soon
see.
as it gets warmer, we can do the crossover to Nova Scotia.
Thanks, man. Great seeing you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, you too.
We'll be together again soon.
And safe drive back to Lewisport.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll see you in a few weeks.
So lovely to get down here. What a good reason to come down and visit Burgeo for the first time. See you guys.
Even in the
See
winter.
you.
All right,
In the
buddy.
wintertime.
Thanks. And we're saying goodbye for today as well. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We love Burgeo, and this is not the first time we have been there. The last time. Okay, one more time.
You're doing good. I couldn't do this
I know.
in German, so I'm always proud of how well you do. You're doing your best.
Okay.
It's great.
And we're saying goodbye for today as well. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We love Burgeo, and we will be back here, and we will have lots of more footage for you in one of the following episodes.
And in our upcoming video, we try to spend the rest of winter in a resettled, abandoned, virtual ghost town here on the South Coast, and stay tuned to see how that turned out.
Yeah, that will be a real adventure, and we're hoping you're joining us. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment and like us if you want, or subscribe if you like.